Talking about those who hounded his mother during her life, those that chased her into the tunnel, photographers particularly in that instance, and those that then took pictures while she was dying. Those pictures, which thankfully we didn't get to see most of, did they come across news desks that you were aware of?
I think they did at the time. I can't recall if it was on the day, but I think the behaviour of the paparazzi... I didn't see them, no. I think they were published abroad and subsequently saw them, but it wouldn't be published here because it's just reprehensible to do that. People are dying or dead. And the paparazzi were completely out of order. Remember, the driver of the car was speeding and he was drunk. That's why they crashed, but they were being chased by paparazzis. And she had a very odd relationship with the paparazzi and the media because she used to court the media, used to court the paparazzi. People would be tipped off where she was. We know she'd given those interviews, very revealing, BBC Panorama. She cooperated with Andrew Morton on that book that was full of revelations at the time. It was disowned. But she would court the media. But no, on the night, there was a drunken driver, but she was chased in France by those paps.
Tom, everybody will have an opinion. Perhaps the highlight of this documentary on Sunday, when I say highlight's probably the wrong word, the first time really you've heard either Harry or William coming out publicly in defence of Charles. The cynics today will say, it's interesting, because a few days ago there was a poll, we were talking about that says that his popularity, his and Camilla's popularity, will she ever be Queen, is at its all-time lowest. Quite good timing, interesting, don't you think?
It is interesting. Now, for me, a lot of this Diana revisionism going back 20 years, much of this I think we already knew, maybe 20 years ago. The one thing I don't think we did know at all was precisely how her two sons felt about this very moment and how, for example, that we learned today, they found out about their mother's death, how, in fact, incredibly comforting they found their father. That is brand new, and you know, these people we're going to know for the rest of our lives. One of them is going to be king, possibly reasonably soon, depending on what his father wants to do. So this is a genuine insight, and, you know, everybody's heart goes out to these guys.
The people around the princess have said this is the one and only time they're going to talk about this. Henceforth, after this, they're going to concentrate on celebrating her legacy. And I don't know how long it took in the making of this documentary, but only in the last few days there's been a sort of survey out saying Prince Charles's popularity has taken a dent. It does sort of, to me, anyway, feel a little bit like they want to go, hang on a minute, let's redress the balance. You know, our dad didn't do too badly.
I think it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? You know, quite frankly, the more Princess Diana, her picture is on the TV and papers, the more Charles's popularity goes down. When we aren't talking about her, it goes back up again. And actually, the truth is, by Christmas, we've probably moved on again.
Yeah, there's no doubt that from the grave, 20 years on, she casts a long shadow over her former husband, who is unpopular and will never enjoy her popularity.
I said it last week. Make no secret of the fact my old man worked for the royal family for over 40 years. Both of them, at times, and you said it, courted publicity and used the media.